Gundam Card Game enthusiasts, we're back at Mobile Suit Arena playing some more green, purple Zeon Aggro first form. We took the big W in game number 1. Can we get another big W in game number 2? Let's find out as we jump into the ranked ladder. All right, here we go. You know, we want to go second. We have really good, we do want, if we see Zaku 2s, we do want to go for, well, look at that. Zaku 2s for days. We'll keep. This is also pretty nice. I mean, we'll be able to also go, oh, we got the DOP, everyone's favorite card, DOP man. But yeah, we'll be able to immediately start punching our opponent here in the face here. Again, they'll only be able to probably start setting up next turn at best. Usually most decks are only playing about, their first start is at level 3, but again, that's not impactful much for us because we are automatically going to start the game right here playing some Zeon Aggro. You know, you think every format, you know, you're not going to see Zeon Aggro, and then somehow Zeon Aggro appears in the middle of nowhere. It's like, it's always there, folks. It just feels like it's always there. Now, white is one of your harder matchups to go up against because of the fact there's so many blockers, but it's not impossible to deal with that type of matchup either. So I mean, we'll be able to immediately slam out, or we could just draw right into everything we need. All right, we do have a DOP we could play, but honestly, I think for this one we're going. Well, the problem is I would really like to get this damaged. Ooh, close combat. So we got red gaming here. Anyways, battle round has ended now, so we're gonna go and play these two. We'll return that to the bottom. We already own a copy of it, so we'll play that. Again, it's when deployed, we can look at the top card of our deck. So we'll put those two down. That does deal with the EX base here. So we got something red. There is Shining Gundam right now that is being played. Of course, G Gundam's stuff. Well, there is a blocker. I mean, that is annoying. We can play any one Zeon this unit is level 4 or lower from your hand. Well, that's a nice way to buff up that. We'll have to wait a turn. We'll have to wait a couple turns. So we could play that for 2, draw the top card of our deck. We could then select to drop that, and then we can play a pilot right on top of that. And then we can immediately attack our opponent's base. Because again, we are attached specifically to a Zaku unit, so we do get high maneuver. Right written there. During the turn, this unit gets +1 AP. If it's a link unit, you get high maneuver. So we'll just end the turn. There's no real point of going after that body. Again, we'll be able to probably play, maybe next turn we'll be able to go the Barbatos first form, and then we can follow up with we draw Mikazaki, that's perfectly fine for us. So they're going to go and swing, killing off. So we have red-white, so it still could be Shining Gundam. That is a thing. We'll take this. There's the new 𝐒𝐍𝐍𝐄𝐒 as well. So we'll grab the Zaku 2. Again, being able to filter a little bit for deck. We didn't see any Mikazakis, which is pretty nice, meaning that we still don't have any of that. I don't know what actions you expect me to play with this hand. Our opponent's at 4. We're going to go up to 5. My opponent had nothing to play. Of course, here's 𝐒𝐍𝐶𝐄𝐒 as well as when paired to new type pilot, deploy 2 wire-guided arm Zeon units. Can't be paired to a pilot unit. Deploy 1 rested Zeon head with Zeon. Okay. We're gonna put this out. Let's drop this. Let's swing. It's poke. Again, we're not gonna drop one of these yet. I really do not want to just ping this right now in the face until we have things. Now, again, he is a red strategy, so he does have a lot of different ways he could play. So he's just going to bounce both of those back to my hand. All right, that's annoying. I guess we could play the DOP and see what the top card of our deck is, because we still have the 1. We're going to select our opponent. So yeah, white. I probably should have swung before I actually started playing things. Actually, now thinking about it, because I totally forgot about that card being a graceful demeanor, being a card in the format. Or a card that white has access to. Honestly, we'll return that to the bottom. I think we're fine at where we are. It just sucks that we just lost the Barbatos ability to draw here. Again, we do need a Char Zanzibar. We've only lost one of him, so it's not impactful. Oh, here comes, and there's the Kira! Bouncing back that. Ugh. He is going to swing. Interesting. Usually you don't want to swing with the Kira. I guess you get a free kill here with the Kira. That is the thing. You do get one free kill because of it, but typically you want to have the blocker up. Especially since I'm an aggro strategy. If I start seeing things I can play around with, you know I'm going to be able to play stuff. All right. Really would have liked to see a couple of other things, but we'll just start dropping bodies here and we'll start swinging. Again, my opponent is on 5 cards in hand. I'm on 3 cards in hand. Ooh, 𝐔𝐹red. Okay. Like that. I like that. I've always been a great fan of 𝐔𝐹red. So what the heck is his strategy? Like, what's his top end unit? Because typically the deck is always based on your top end mobile suit. So what is his top end mobile suit? So Kira just going to remove the DOP, which makes sense. Just trying to get rid of my bodies right now because he's only got 4. That if I had 1 link, I was going to kill him. All right, we'll drop more. So what is this? Is like blocker aggro? Like, what's his top end unit? There's a Mikazaki. It's pretty nice. So we can drop this. We can this, by the way, again, if it takes enemy damage, it just reduces that. So we can select those 2 cards. We could then attack my opponent. I do get to draw 1. If he does decide to block there, that technically that doesn't straight kill it, but it does do enough, pretty good damage. All right. So then we can go this to drop the adept. We will ping. Again, I can't ping that. Then we will... We're going to attack our opponent. Again, if he blocks this, that's just a straight kill. Yep. So that will knock out that blocker. Then we can go Mikazaki under this. We're going to select and select. Ping it. Again, we can't do anything against the Silver Bullet. Remember, Silver Bullet reduces damage intakes by 3. So ping damage does not work on Silver Bullet. So we attack base. We will attack base. We're going to force our opponent to have to start cleaning up our board with his bodies. That's what we want to do. And then pray that we get a Char Zaku. Or a Char, not a Char Zaku. A Char. I mean, technically we could have put the Mikazaki here, so then this would trigger its win death skill. But, I mean, the token comes in rested, so it's kind of pointless at that point. Ooh, so it is Freedom Gundam. So that's what he's playing. It's Red-White Freedom Gundam. Or White-Red Freedom Gundam. So that's pretty interesting, if you ask me. Pretty cool. Again, I did take -2. Actually, I took -4 because of Freedom's effect. So yeah, we're running into one of our tougher matchups as an aggro strategies where we literally just do not have the body capacity that once White starts stabilizing blockers, it just gets really hard. Now this will take 1 here because it can only give -2 to a unit, not -3 to a unit. So there is that. If we see Char, this is really good because we'll be able to then start playing all our bodies. Ooh, well, I mean that. I mean, there's no way, because we could activate, that's the thing, you can activate this anytime you want. It's always an activate main trigger. So we'll swing, select our opponent. I mean, they'll block out here. The Silver Bullet's going to die. Yep. So, I mean, we do allow them to block out. We'll figure out what we want to do here next. I mean, honestly, it may just be playing this. Just so that we have it. I mean, he can't, there's no card in his deck that does anything at this point to hurt me. Oh, you know, a red base, I mean, that does hurt. We'll play that, and we'll just pass the turn. So yeah, I mean, if we draw a char unit, or we draw the char pilot, we could just do that. Interesting. I mean, yeah, you could spin that back to my hand. All right. So then Atherin gets to then target that, but not really going to matter. So Kira targeting that, just going to go for straight damage into me. Yep. And then the big question is, does he swing the other two? Well, he can't swing this one. This one can only link to Kira. So he's just going to go for a knockout of the base. There. All right. I mean, still not horrible. Perfectly fine with that. I'm going to go for our draw. All right. Not really all that great. We can drop this. We can drop this, and we could pass. Ugh. We're gonna get kind of screwed over now that we're not seeing any cards that really help us in any capacity. Another L strike. Oh, with another Atherin. All right, well, he gets bounce that thing back again. He's gonna hit that, but oh, that's getting hit with destroyed, middle of top 2. Miyazaki and his mobile suit. All right, so I mean, I don't mind the mill 2. I mean, that's 2 less cards that we have to dig into to find pilots. Well, that's a pretty nice to get a base. I mean, okay, sure, but at least a base coming out is pretty nice. Again, we don't get this rested charge 2 unit, but I mean, it does mean that he isn't attacking our shields directly there. Does mean that it has to be one straight attack onto us. All right, so he's got 1 blocker standing. If I could see a char, well, I guess if I see a char off the top, that would have been nice, because then I could have done char here. That would have given me high maneuver. But even at this point, it's like there's just nothing I can do. I probably should have gone earlier for the 𝐿𝐷 play, but I mean, unless I literally draw into a char, that doesn't. I guess it doesn't matter what I draw into. I mean, a char doesn't save me. I would have had to literally draw. This would have literally had to been a Zeon card. The hilarious part is we could have almost won out this game if I had that a lot earlier. Because the hilarious part is if I had a second copy of this a lot earlier, I would have been able to do it. Because I would have had 2 Zeon cards in hand. Yeah, there's just nothing I could do. So we'll just play all this out and we'll select and select. I mean, there's nothing I could do about it. He's just going to get the game. He has no need to like play combat damage here. The only fear is does he hit a base? Because if the last card, well, even if the last card's a base, it doesn't matter. Airframe what? Discard 1, draw 2. Ooh, that's a pretty nice. Oh, finally red gets something to do with drawing. So Kira swinging, giving the 𝐿𝐷. Yep. See, if I had done this a lot earlier to where I could have done it and had us. Oh, look. Oh, look, everybody. It's Char. Oh, it's Char. He finally appeared. He finally appeared for us all. Extremely late into the game. I wanted one in my resources too. What does it matter? You just attack for the game. What? What are we doing? You do realize I attach this, I win. Right? Why didn't we just go in for the game? Just swing a guy. Win the game. Don't play cleanup. Well, our record still holds. For some weird reason, we get one of the two games we do. We've had a win and then take an L. Well, folks, we may have taken an L against white-red Freedom Control. I don't know what that deck was. I was probably call it Freedom Control. But nonetheless, it was a good one. If we had probably seen that char a little sooner, 100% we would have been able to win that game because we had two units that char links to that we would have been able to just swing over and win the game because of high maneuver. But unfortunately, we just didn't see him in time, and he popped out of the shields at the incorrect time. Well, guys, I hope you did enjoy that. As a reminder, the deck I played is in the pinned comment, and while you're down there checking out the deck, do leave a comment on the gameplay and the deck. And while you guys are commenting, do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you know if when my videos go live for you. And I'll see you here next time on Mom Dragons TCG.